Welcome to Emotional Labour. This is the show where we do the discourse so you don't have to. I'm joined today by one of my favourite musicians right now, JAY LEWN. Please introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm JAY LEWN. I am a pop artist, an all-round decent human being, but we'll find out if we think that at the end of this program. And I'm trying to have fun and live my life. So
you like to have fun?
I do like to have fun.
I hate fun, so I don't think we're going to get one.
We're gonna have a combo.
We'll see. You recently played at Box Park, Shoreditch, which is an amazing achievement, iconic venue. Gentrification, yay or nay?
Oh, nay. Nay to gentrification. I got the venue for free. I mean, I'm not really the person who's meant to be getting the reparations. If they're giving the venue for free, but then I guess they're bleeding everybody out the arse in another way. So I guess you've got to ask yourself, who's really getting what for free here? I mean, yeah, we got the venue for free. But to be fair, look.
Who's your favourite white artist?
Oh, David Bowie.
Why do you have a favourite white artist?
Good question. I mean, I don't think it's that I have necessarily a favourite white artist. I just have one of my favourite artists happens to be white. And I think I have many other favourite artists who are not white.
So would you say that you don't see colour?
I'm colourblind, quite physically. So there is that. So I guess in one way,
literally does not see colour.
In one way, I guess it's fair to say that I don't see colour like everybody else because of my actual body. But in terms of like, do I not see colour? I definitely do see colour.
No, but you literally don't.
But I literally don't. Fair. To be fair, if you were living that truth, then I would really. Who would I be to say so?
Raj Dolezal, you know?
Oh my god. Where is she now?
Where is she now? I'd love to have her on the show. Who's the gayest out of Snap, Crackle and Pop, the Rice Krispies elves? So I can get the picture up for you.
The base level is pretty gay. There are sugary
Little
twinks on a cereal box. I hate to stereotype, but sometimes they're true. I mean, that's a quite little nice blue. Is it blue? Who knows? I mean, blue number.
I keep on.
I mean, they're wearing stockings in 2023. It's pretty gay.
Those dreads? Is that a white boy with dreads coming out of his head?
Yeah, that also could be quite some problematic white gay shit. I mean, I guess they're above race if they're elves, but you know, I'm gonna have to give it to the jaunty fella in the middle. He's just got it.
He's got that 20.
There's some little je ne sais quoi that he's got that the others just don't have.
He's got gay face. He's got gay face.
Literally.
Who's the most famous pianist that you could take in a fight?
Most of them are already dead, so that's pretty good. And I'd like to think I could take Chopin, but he's like pretty hardcore. He was around in like Second World War. Was he that? Am I lying? No, he's definitely older than that. Let's go with Beethoven. I feel like this. I don't know why. I can't put my finger on it.
You just want to bring down a black icon.
I guess there's that the thing too. I mean, maybe he was the original Rachel Dolezal. If that's the case, then I think maybe I should take him in a fight.
Yeah, you should. I can't wait for Elon Musk to die because I think we will probably live to see it. Like, you know, inshallah.
I'm not going to be sad. It was kind of like when the Queen died. I wasn't really sad. This is a big sidestep, but I feel like I want to get off my chest. My general rule about the royal family is I largely am indifferent to them in everything they do, except for when
they actually do it.
Yeah,
and
honestly.
Whenever they do anything, it's bad.
When I in my day-to-day life, when people ask me, I'm like, well, I don't really care about them. Like,
yeah.
Do you know what? But
no, I completely agree. It was when she died.
That's when I was like,
I fucking hate her. Actually.
Yeah, that's one of my most memorable times on Twitter for memes. I'm for sure going to hell for laughing at these memes, but let me tell you, at least it's hot.
It's hot in the UK. Lizzie's down in hell. We're gonna be up on top. Or at least in purgatory.
My Catholic upbringing for sure is...
Oh, yo, you Catholic?
Trauma bonding.
Yeah. I've got lots of Pope-based trauma.
Conflicted, because the gayest religion, make it make sense.
You say Catholicism is the gayest religion?
I think so.
All the pageantry, the colour.
From the inside out, look at the Pope. Which other religious leader parades through the streets? One would say minces through the streets. Customized white bulletproof box in a white dress and a long hat.
You're literally describing Lady Gaga.
And then literally says to gay people, go fuck yourselves. Like, it doesn't make sense. Catholic aesthetic, at what cost, of course, but...
What's the worst country?
Since 2016, I think it's fair to say the UK is pretty much up there as one of the worst places. I mean, that's maybe a safe answer. If not the worst, it's definitely trying to race to the bottom. 10 years of the Tories.
More than that now, isn't it? Like,
I don't know. We're literally in... We're in this... Actually, we are in hell.
It's been 13 years if you count the coalition, and I do.
Nick Clegg was basically like a rich tea biscuit.
Stale ones would have gone a bit soft.
He was like to the Tories, "Oh, yo, I can handle it. Just dip me in the tea." And then they were like, "All right, Nick, we're going to dip you in the tea." And he gets dipped in. He's like, "Oh no, everything I stood for's gone."
The 5p bag tax. That was the one policy they managed to get through, and that's like the what. So like tuition fees they went back on, military they went back on, like drug legalizing they went back on. Every promise they went back, but they managed to keep the 5p bag tax, which is just fucking annoying. I'm sure it's good for global warming, but I think there's other measures you can take at like an institutional level rather than making people pay for it. It's shifting the blame to the consumer anyway.
If Lib Dems are rich teas, what of the other major political parties in the UK, what biscuit? I know this is now. What biscuit? What biscuit? Because I feel like the DUP, a hobnob. That's too flavoursome.
Ginger nut.
I love a ginger nut though.
Yeah.
I
Is
do.
that racist for the Irish, actually?
One of my favourite Irish biscuits is a ginger biscuit called a Kimberley biscuit. I feel like it's too delicious for this. I can't have Arlene Foster being a delicious biscuit. She needs to be a biscuit that's rotted on the floor and left in the rain.
Same for the Tories.
They can be like a graham cracker without any water.
Saltine cracker.
The cracker that you eat, you're like, I've just eaten a bag of sand.
It's weird because they're not led by a cracker anymore.
No, they're led by, I don't know, Rishi Sunak.
Are you saying he's a cracker inside?
I mean, I don't think that's for me to say necessarily. Representation matters to a point, and then you've got to really ask yourself, what is this representation that we're being given?
Yeah, I think it's actually really slay, and it's really important for my people that we have like a brown man
Oh,
like immigrants.
You know,
It's really, really cool.
and I want you to speak to that. I want to hear that from you.
You see me, you hear me. Right?
Yeah, exactly. We don't like you, but I guess shout out in a way. But actually, no. Actually, I take that back. Rebuke.
Big up, Rishi. We love you.
We don't at all. It's absolutely.
Love you, Rishi. We both love you unconditionally. There's often a very intense cruelty shown to LGBT people in the public eye, especially they don't fit certain arbitrary beauty standards. Look at like Sam Smith and how they're treated. So on that note, are there any queer artists that you would like to start beef with? Just like stir the pot, make it even more toxic.
Why not? Let's start beef with Lil Nas X. That will put me on the map.
Oh, that will put you on the map.
But it would be like a hot beef. I'd want it to be like a hot. It'd be like a beef. It's like, are they angry at each other or are they fucking? That kind of beef. It's like, you know what? Get your bag. If one thing Pride Month has taught us, the pink pound is for everybody.
That is so true. And especially today's sponsor, Santander. Thank you so much for banking with us, and we promise to invest more money into fossil fuel companies. Would you like to endorse Santander for me quickly?
So, Santander, don't forget to head down, boots the house down in your new local Santander branch and slay the banking away. You are getting that pound per the best gay advert Budweiser. Let's grab a beer tonight, Queens.
I thought it was just going to be something like, hey, fag, buy our beers. I thought that was going to be, because I feel like we're 2 years away from that.
What's the word that is used that basically is like straight people wanting to drop the F-bomb? Sassy or fruity? Straight girls are like, I want a safe bag so bad. If Budweiser came out and was like, hey fags, buy a beer, I'd be like, honestly,
I'm a little bit like, oh, okay.
there is a gay person in that marketing team.
I can't come from the mind of a homophobe.
It'll probably come through a lot of mouths of homophobes, but like from the mind, no way.
What's your go-to Greg's order?
I'm actually going to use this platform right now to tell Greg's directly, please. I know Stormzy's got the black card, and I don't know if there's any others, but I would be a really good, possibly even great second person to have a black card. I love the vegan sausage rolls. I also love the vegan sausage, bean and cheese melt. And the festive... the vegan festive bake is...
You're going to start slagging off their food when you're asking.
No, look, Greg's, like, honestly, it's 10 out of 10 when it's hot, but Greg's is a meal in two halves, right? I think we can all agree. A hot Greg's is so much different to a cold Greg's. A warm Greg's sandwich is a no. A cold Greg's sandwich is a yes. A warm Greg's sausage roll is a yes, life-changing. A cold Greg's sausage roll is a soft yes, but you're like, I wish it was hot.
How do you feel about the fact that Greg's has human rights violations in its supply chains?
Oh, well, it's actually their fault for making their food so good. I don't think we should point fingers at individuals necessarily. I think that's like a really like downward spiral that sometimes we do. I mean, let's start with reparations. Let's give people the black cards that they deserve, because these human rights violations, do you know what? It's cool, but I feel like we can really level the playing field here, and you can at least start with that. And I know it's in your wheelhouse.
I love how you turn talking about reparations into financially benefiting yourself.
White people are pretty good at that.
And also, there are no human rights abuses. I made that up. I literally have no clue.
Oh, well, anyway, Greg's, you better watch out, because if that's the truth, you know that I'm coming for you. And
Legally, I can't say the same.
Thank God we haven't got hard evidence on that, because do you know what? I was actually a bit upset.
How long would you last in the Alice in Borderland world?
Genuinely one of the best series I've ever seen. I don't want to say, but I feel like I'd just be one of the guys that's just like running away and then just gets plowed down, and that would be really sad for me. Or I'd go all the way to the end, because now I've seen it, I'm like, I could the thing is, when you're watching the games, you're just like, I could do that.
It's like when you're on like Bake Off.
Yeah, it's like,
you're in that sponge. I've never cooked a cake.
yeah, neither. You see the questions on like the chase or something, and you're like, what?
They don't know.
I know that. Or when you're watching the Olympics and you're just seeing someone do like figure skating, few years practice, I could be that.
I could do that right now.
You watch it by the end and you're like, no, that's a 4.9. No, the landing was not it. And quite honestly, I love that. For me, it's camp.
Do you have a message for Asians?
Shout out Asians. I know many of all types. I don't feel like this is the best way. Or, yeah, I mean, if that's the words that you want to be using, then I'm gonna, as someone who is an Asian person, I'm gonna let you lead with that. But yeah.
I'm only half Asian.
Oh well, still, that's.
You wouldn't know.
Guys, you're doing a really good job. You needed white validation. Coming back 2023, white validation in 2023. I problematically. Oh God, I hate the fact that I just said that. We all make career-ending statements once in our lives. Love everybody, except for the Tories. I'm not going to stop speaking. I should stop.
Thank you for the validation and the emotional labor. Do you have a question for me?
Fuck, marry, kill. White people, black people, brown people.
Kill white people.
Okay, valid.
I've been fucked by Asian people all my life. Because I just have Asian family members, right? So because of that, I'm going to have to marry them, and I'm going to have to spread the love with a beautiful black person of some description.
I love that. And bonus, what's your least favorite thing about Irish people? Like, if you really had to say, like,
the British East India Company, later in the British Raj, they were colonized, and they did a bit of colonizing, and we don't talk about that.
They graduated into colonizers.
Yeah. Is there anything you would like to plug?
If you don't hate me by the end of this, you might hate me after you listen to my music. You should at least listen to that. Try and forget everything I've said. Unless you agreed with it, then don't. We are speeding towards the sun on this doomed piece of rock that we call planet Earth. So on that note, so much love.
That's so depressing. Emotional labor.
Emotional labor with you.